because we had so much track position at the time. You know, we were sitting there fifth. Kind of hard to give up that much track position. You know what tires were worth. You know, at that point we didn't have a whole bunch of laps on our tires. They kind of went for the Hail Mary because they had to. They had nothing to lose at that point. And he did a good job making his way through the field. All it was going to take is, you know, him to get tagged one time or something bad to happen when you get back in there. You know, or for us, we didn't need to be on the same strategy as the 45. We needed to be different. That was one way we can make up points. You know, you do the same thing, you're going to do the same thing.
Did you feel like everybody kind of raced you okay? I mean, you had the battle with SVG there, but it looked like it was relatively clean.
No, I mean, they were faster at the end. They got newer tires and two of the best. You know, so it's just a little tricky to just hold them off.
Was there a moment at some point during the final stage where you kind of guys had that realization that it wasn't going to work out unless there was another caution?
Well, I've watched enough NASCAR races now, and I hope you have too, to know it's never over until they're over. You know, maybe the white flag coming out was kind of the one that didn't feel too good, knowing that was going to be the end of the race. But I've seen wild things, so I just kept making my laps.
Excited for learning from those and being better next week in Vegas.
Do you guys openly, at the Hendrick camp, do you guys openly talk about racing each other for a championship? I'm just kind of curious what the dynamic is like, especially now that you all four of you are in the round of lead.
Yeah, it's possible, right, for sure. And yeah, I mean, I think to this point we're all very courteous and we lean on each other for info and share things really well. And I think that clearly I've never been in the round of four, but I've, you know, watched my teammates do it, and I've sat in the meetings with them, and they still work well together in those situations, right? And on the racetrack, I mean, they've always worked well together. So, yeah, I mean, I think Mr. H has put together a group that continues to work well together, kind of regardless of the scenarios and what we're racing for.
Thank you. What do you think you've got to do to get to the round of four? You can look at these next three races.
I think we scored the fourth most points in the round of 12, and we scored the most points in the first round. So I mean, it's possible to point our way in, but really probably have to win the way this round's set up. So yeah, good tracks for us with Vegas and Martinsville, and then Homestead. It's a good place for me to try to improve.
Is that nerve-wracking, or was it okay? I know. As long as I don't run into anything, I should be okay.
Did you see me launch off the turtle?
I did see you launch off of one turtle.
How did it look wild? I want like Bob's reaction.
It was like, oh, he got some air.
Yeah, I felt like I got some air.
So,
it looked like I hit the ground a ton.
Yeah, so
I hit the.
Your car was broken.
Yes, I hit the earth. I hit the earth very hard. Super frustrated on my part. I just messed up and thought I was far enough right. You get behind guys and you obviously can't see the corner and can't see the chicane, so you're just judging off them, and clearly I was not far enough right. So I thought I broke it there, and I didn't. And from then on, I mean, it was still pretty nerve-wracking. We just kind of missed it today and yesterday and struggled, but glad my team was still able to put together a solid weekend, and have all four cars in the round of 8 is pretty special.
With his adjustments to compensate for, you know, the handling that Vent Totaling did. So just great job by the team. We survived, and now we can race.
Was it nerve-wracking, or was it just...
I mean, of course it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I mean, the biggest nerve-wrack, right, is at the end just hoping no cautions, because I know I'm in a good spot. I can afford to give up one spot here, one spot there, but I couldn't afford a caution and then bleed 10 spots, right? So it just was nerve-wracking to want to see that green light stay green.
Are you surprised Reddick was able to continue after how hard he did?
I'm not surprised. I mean, that team's really prepared. He's a great road course racer, and Billy Scott and that team's just been on it for the most part all year. So, but to have the damage they had, I don't know the extent of it, but it's, you know, sounded like from Chris it was pretty bad. For them to come back and, you know, drive around us, finish 11th, that's pretty good.
How special was it to have that moment with you and Tyler and Michael on the pit road?
Yeah, it's just, you know, now I've got a 20% shot at a championship,
Denny
one or the
Hamlin
other. So we're going to just keep
It's
grinding, and it's great to
7
see, you know, the
for
fight
Denny Hamlin
that
as he
Tyler
talks
had.
to local media.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I needed to go, and you know, we raced through there pretty tight. I was trying to stay online, and he was trying to run close to me, and yeah, I went down into first, and wheel hopped a little bit, back kicked out, and I spun him out. So it's just what happens. I had to go. I had to race. I had to make the pass. So you never want that to happen, but I had to pass. I had to pass cars. I had to go.
But from a driver's standpoint, you knew you had to make up as many spots as possible. Were those fun moments, or were those really anxious moments for you?
It's fun. These are the moments you live for. The part that's not fun is when, as you were talking about 31, that's not exactly the plan of getting back to the front, is getting together with fellow drivers or people you care about. But it's racing, it's cut-off race. You got to make aggressive moves and you got to go for it. We had to get those spots. So I tried to do it as cleanly as possible. Unfortunately, me and the 31 came together.
He said that he wished you were a little bit more patient, but he knew it was just a mistake with you on fresh tires.
Yeah, it was definitely a mistake. It doesn't change the fact that it happened.
Good job.
It did, but we had to get past some cars. So.
Yeah, no, it feels good to get some more bonus points throughout these playoffs. So, yeah, proud of the team's effort here. A great round of tracks coming up for us. So, hopefully we can get through the first race clean, unlike we have the last 2 rounds, and can solidify ourselves as a favorite to make it in the Final Four. So, just proud of the team today, and great to finish this round of 8 like we did, or round of 12. Sorry. Yeah, as you see, there's so many family members of all the team people here, whether they be from Hendrick Motorsports or Hendrick Automotive Group, HendrickCars.com. So to have, a victory lane be as crowded as it is here today is fun, because all these team members, they sacrifice so much time from home. So when you get to race at home and they get to be here and you get to win and celebrate, it's a special feeling for everyone involved. Yeah, no doubt, no race is ever easy, but when your car is really good, it definitely makes it a little bit easier on yourself. So, even there at the end, it wasn't easy. Bell was pacing me pretty well and just fast enough to kind of keep some pressure on me. I couldn't get too lazy out there and make, slow down. I wanted to slow down, but I couldn't. So I was kind of pushing the whole time. And, thankfully there wasn't really any traffic to deal with today, and we were able to have good restarts and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Owen, he got to celebrate with me at Bristol, and Audrey wasn't there, so it's just me and Audrey here this weekend, and cool to get a win here and have her. I was hoping that she was going to be down here in time if we did win, it was cool to see her on the front stretch there and get to have her do some of what her brother does. I know she gets a little jealous whenever she sees him celebrate with me. So, it was a good moment.